Welcome back, guys, to Resident Evil 5. So this time I'm going to be playing the Lost in Nightmares DLC. Um, Also, if you couldn't already tell, my voice is a little deeper than usual because I think I have a cold. So that's sort of delayed me from doing this video sooner than I wanted to. But anyway, let's get into it here. Extra content, Lost in Nightmares. Alright, so you can actually choose to play it solo or online. So obviously I'm going to go to single player. I'm just going to do it on normal instead of veteran though. And you can actually choose if you want to play as Chris or Joel. So what I'm going to do is I've got a coin here, so I'm going to flip it. If it lands on heads, I'll play as Joel. If it lands on tails, I'll play as Chris. So let's see what it lands on. Alright, looks like I'm playing as Joel.
A few years ago, the BSAA received intel as to the whereabouts of Umbrella's founder, Ozwell E. Spencer. Jill and I were ordered by the BSAA's European headquarters to apprehend him. We accepted that mission in the hopes of uncovering some info that would lead us to Wesker. Chris to HQ, come in. We're at the target's location.
Copy that, Chris. Move in and procure the target.
Roger that.
What can you tell us about the area?
The satellite scan isn't showing anything out of the ordinary, but regardless, you should expect the unexpected.
Understood. We're in.
Let's move.
I don't know why, but that cutscene always cracks me up. Because you've got Jill, being all delicate with this walk over here. And then she's like, okay, we're in. And then Chris just goes, let's move. And just fucking slams the door open like a fucking gorilla. So that always cracks me up. But this kind of plays out like a sort of like Resident Evil 1 remake a little bit. There's also a cool Easter egg. If you investigate this door 3 times, you can actually change back to a fixed camera angle. So I'll show you guys that. I'm not leaving until I complete this mission. So see, it's got a check mark on it this time. Or a question mark, I mean. But see that? Now you've got the classic Resident Evil camera angles. I'm not going to play with it like that though, because aiming is a bit difficult with that camera angle. So just investigate it again and it'll change back to normal.
Eagle 5 to Nest. Come in.
Go ahead, Eagle 5.
We've encountered some corpses, possibly Spencer's bodyguards. From what I can see, they appear to have been killed by unconventional means.
Roger that. We knew this mission wouldn't be a cakewalk. Use extreme caution.
Someone must have busted the lock. We'll have to find another route. So you gotta solve puzzles and shit to get out of here. The first thing we need to do is go behind the staircase though. There's also some ammo you can take if you need it. But there's a lever right here that we have to pull. So that has unlocked those doors on the 2nd floor. So now we can go up and go through those doors. And the first one we're going to go through is the one over here on the left. Because we'll need Chris to give us a boost over there. Honestly, there's not really a big difference between playing as Chris or playing as Jill. There's just a few puzzles that'll be different. But that's about it. And unlike Sheva, Jill is not left-handed, so the camera is the same that it would be for Chris, so I do like playing as Jill. Plus, Joel's one of my favorite fucking characters anyway. So, I was honestly just planning on playing this as Joel to begin with, but I thought it'd be more fun to do the coin flip. But anyway, there's a rifle. Okay, I'm gonna change that, because I always have the handgun on the top directional button.
Kinda takes you back, doesn't it?
Raccoon City? Unfortunately, yeah. That's where all this started.
Hard to believe that was 8 years ago. Guess I am getting older.
You're not the only one.
Okay, so now we can unlock the door and let Carissa inside. So yep, now we're in the dining room, and we can go this way. Excuse me. Listen to that fucked up noise. The hell was that? We're about to find out. But there's a bunch of different puzzles that you can do here, and a bunch of files you can read. I am gonna read them. I was going to, you know what? I think I will do that in order. So I'm gonna get that off there and go grab the first memoir, because I believe it's in the dining room. I just forgot to go and check it out. But ultimately, you're trying to get 3 different passcodes, or 3 different notes, essentially. But you'll find out about that later. Patrick's memoirs, number 1. So Patrick, I believe, is the butler for Ozwell E. Spencer. For a time, it appeared as if Master Spencer would recover his former health, but fate was not so kind, and now he confines himself to his study for days on end. It has been ages since I have seen him take his meals in the dining hall. I have endeavored to prepare meals to his liking, and I bring them every day to the study. Unfortunately, he lacks the strength to eat anything but soup and other liquids. I cannot recall a time in the history of this household when the situation was as dire as now. In generations past, the Spencer estate was the nexus for only the most well-to-do European socialites. Now only a skeleton staff remains to look after a man who keeps himself in virtual seclusion at one of his many residences. My family has been in the Spencer household service since the time of his great-grandfather. This rapid state of decline would have been unimaginable even just 1 generation prior. I remember fondly the days of my youth, but that seems like a lifetime ago now. It was about 50 years ago, back when my father was the head butler of the household. At that time, I was learning his duties in preparation to succeed him, and there was always some chore or errand that would keep me running around the house. I remember how Lord Ashford, another aristocrat from a storied family, and one of Master Spencer's schoolmates, Dr. Marcus, would find refuge from the summer heat at this villa. My father and I would accompany them and do our utmost to see that they wanted for nothing. I don't know what the fuck that means. Perhaps because I was the youngest person there, they would take to teasing me, though more often than not they would treat me as one of them. I remember the time Lord Ashford gave me my first taste of brandy. It was on the 2nd floor of the dining hall, behind the stone statues lining the room. I will never forget the mellifluous scent when he opened the bottle, but those cherished times are only memories now. Lord Ashford, Dr. Marcus, and of course my father have all already passed on. Only Master Spencer remains, and I'm afraid his days may be few. When Master Spencer dies, it will mark the end of his illustrious family, as well as my family's service to his. For now, I can only wait for the inevitable. There's a note stuck between the last few pages. So there's the first password that we need. God, that was a fucking mouthful, by the way. We're gonna need to come back here as well, by the way. But yeah, I actually really like this DLC story. I think it's really cool because, like I said, it does tie in. It takes place before Resident Evil 5, so you get the idea of what went on Chris and Joel's mission here. There's also some shit I can pick up here. Fuck you, Chris. You're not getting anything. Patrick's Memoirs, number 2. I cannot stop thinking about the screams of those poor souls imprisoned in the basement. I administered the virus to all of them as per Master Spencer's instructions 1 week ago. Whatever they've become now, they are no longer human. Excuse me. I have assisted with multiple experiments at Master Spencer's behest. I do not know of what use a simple butler not schooled in the science such as myself can be, but I should be proud that the Master trusts me with his important work. He usually has nothing but contempt or distrust for those around him. However, I cannot help but feel a disconnect between how I think I should feel and my actual mental state. On the one hand, I am filled with joy at the chance to assist the Master in any way I can. On the other, I feel as if I am losing a bit of my soul with each experiment I assist with. The only way I can preserve my mental faculties is by taking time off or by trying to divorce myself from all emotion. Whichever the case, I must act and not question the Master. Duty and honor, that is what is at stake. For generations, my family has been in loyal service to the Spencer household. I will not betray my duties, and I will serve Master Spencer until the end. I have dedicated my life to serving him, and there is no turning my back on that. It is time to check on the test subjects and report on their current condition to Master Spencer. I will carry out my duties, and I will do so honorably. I will never in my life fathom how anybody would want to be a fucking butler, by the way. Something is off with this part of the wall. So we've got to check out this piano.
Moonlight Sonata. I remember the last time I played this.
Think you can still play it?
You mean right now? I don't know. It's been a while.
So yeah, we have to play the Moonlight Sonata again, just like Resident Evil 1. Now you actually can just sit here and keep playing the piano if you want, so that's kind of cool. I'm not going to do that though. Also, guys, I wanted to mention that recently I've started reading the S.D. Perry Resident Evil novelizations. I'd never read them before. I've always wanted to. Also, look at that shadow on the ground. But anyway, all I was going to say is that the novels are really fucking cool, and I will be doing a narration of those on my channel at some point. So yeah, we've got these guys here. They're called the Guardians of Insanity. They're very dangerous. They're basically like the Executioner Magini from the main game. I'm going to go up here, though, next. Because you can pick up another weapon over here. Kick that fucking door down. You can actually go through this whole DLC without killing any... I mean, there's one enemy that you do have to kill. It's another one of the Guardians of Insanity. There's also these score stars scattered around. You can destroy them for a higher score if you want to. I'm not going to fucking bother with it. But check this out. It looks like pages from a diary. Some entries are missing. May 9th, 1998. Played poker tonight with Scott and Elias from security and Steve from research. Steve was the big winner, but I think he was cheating, that scumbag. So if you remember, this file is basically the same one from Resident Evil 1 with Itchy Tasty. Oh shit, but anyway, there's the third password. I did not know that that guy would... You dumbass. Yeah, if you shoot those guys, they'll spray acid out. But I kind of forgot that he would actually follow us into this room. So we're going to ignore him. Fuck that guy. But yeah, it's kind of cool that they have that file there because it's, you know, a reference to the first game. Excuse me. Although it doesn't really make sense that that file would be here now, but, you know, whatever. Also, the window breaks just like the dogs that jump through the window. This lock is child's play. But yeah, the SD Perry novelizations, they're not canon, but they're just really, really good. I've enjoyed them. I'm still working on reading the second one called Caliban Cove. They are not canon though, by the way, but I'm still gonna read them on my channel anyway. Spencer's Memoirs #1. I, Ozwell E. Spencer, founder of Umbrella, as well as its chief executive officer, hereby proclaim myself as ruler of all mankind. Everyone shall prostrate themselves before me as they once did for the ancient false gods. At least, that's what my destiny should have been. But I did not become a god. I could not sever my ties to my own weak humanity. Instead, my body is being destroyed by this damned disease, the disease of age. It has carved wrinkles in my face like a well-weathered canyon, and my arms are like the thin, weathered branches of a dying tree. Age has even deprived me of the use of my legs. The only chance I'll ever have of becoming a god and shaping humanity's destiny is to stop this disease from continuing to ravage my body. I believe there's a saying about realizing the joys of life when one is at death's doorstep. Excuse me. There's a few more memoirs around here to read as well. Spencer's Memoirs #2. I have done everything Alex has asked of me. Alex's ingenuity far surpasses those of normal people. We wait for the approximate time, gather the necessary materials, and Alex continues to keep the operation running smoothly. Most children are held back by the limits of their own intellect, but not so with Alex. I've never witnessed anyone so adept at absorbing the talents of others simply by observing them. I could not be more pleased. Alex displays superior qualities to everyone else. I've provided everything Alex and the other researchers would need to conduct their research. Unlimited funding, top-of-the-line equipment, research materials, and an endless supply of test subjects. The only thing wanting is time. They will conduct their research on an isolated island in the South Seas that is home to an abandoned military installation from a nearby country. Alex has already gone there with a group of research assistants, research materials, and hundreds of test subjects. I waited in earnest for good tidings of their research. Instead, I received only a phone call a month later asking me to send more test subjects. How is it possible that they had gone through hundreds of test subjects in only a month? As my frustration rose, Alex attempted to reassure me. You'll be pleased to hear that all experiments are running smoothly, and so I continue to wait. Spencer's Memoirs #3. I have waited, and still no word from the island. It's been a year since they left, and I've sent thousands upon thousands of test subjects for their research. As soon as Alex makes an improvement to the virus, the team administers it to another batch of test subjects. Unfortunately, they do not have time to study the virus before testing it. If it looks feasible, they proceed forward and see how the test subjects react to it. All of this is to be expected, I suppose. It's not Alex's fault. I have been impatient, true, but the situation is dire. Age has not only worn down this worthless shell, but it has also attacked my internal organs and rendered many of them virtually useless. What little functionality I can eke out of them is only thanks to the machines attached to my body. Time is a merciless enemy. I'm counting on you, Alex. Only you can give me the key to eternal life. Spencer's Memoirs number 4. I'm actually going to get a drink of coffee here before I read it, though. Finally, a report of success. The experiment was a success. The news alone has sent a new surge of energy coursing through my veins. I feel rejuvenated. Last night's dinner even tasted sweeter, the wine more excellent. My butler Patrick is truly a culinary savant. Unfortunately, that joy was short-lived. Alex has disappeared. I would be less concerned if that were the only regrettable report from the island. The other researchers are also nowhere to be found. Neither are the thousands of test subjects. And most importantly, all the research materials, including the final virus that was to make me a god, cannot be located. I have been betrayed. I have allowed myself to be betrayed again. I should have learned from my mistakes with Albert. Now my life stands on the edge of a knife. The only person I can trust is my loyal butler, Patrick. He is my last hope in locating the virus that will cure me of this wretched ailment. But is time on my side? That is the one question that preoccupies my mind. And only the god I am to become can answer that question. So yeah, Spencer's quite fucking delusional. So as you can see, we need the 3 passwords. So we've got 2 of them. So the third one is over here. This way. But yeah, Spencer there has completely fucking lost his mind. He wants to be a god. He's fucking insane. So we've got some heat-sensitive paper, so now we have to take it back to the furnace. Also, something interesting is you can hear that piano playing again. Once we get back to the main hall, you'll be able to hear it better. But, whoops, forgot about that bat, too. But that piano, it's actually playing the second movement of the Moonlight Sonata. So that's the second movement. You'll hear it even more when we go in here. Like, you can faintly hear it. But what's really creepy is if you go up there to where the piano is, check this out. It just completely stops. So let's go see what the hell was making that. Nothing. There's nothing in here. That's fucking freaky. But anyway, what we have to do next is take that heat-sensitive paper to the fireplace down there. Now what's funny is if you're playing like co-op or split screen, you can actually make Chris and Joel both do this at the same time, so their character models clip inside of each other, and it's really funny. But I have no way of showing you guys that. So now that heat-sensitive paper has revealed the next password, so now we have all 3 of them. So now we'll go back to that computer and input the passwords. I thought there'd be an enemy over there, but I guess that's only on the harder difficulties. Patrick's Memoirs number 3. I have been in Master Spencer's employ for the majority of my adult life. As of late, however, I find his actions to be inscrutable. For example, he has taken every possible precaution to conceal his whereabouts from the outside world. For what reason? I do not know. Then one day he asks me to find a certain man and make him aware of the Master's whereabouts. I do not know why he would go to such lengths to contact this man, but perhaps he wanted to see if someone could find him. The man in question is one Mr. Albert Wesker, a name I have not heard in quite a long time. I only met him once, and that was over 10 years ago. I am ashamed to admit that I cannot recall his face, because as head butler, it is my job to remember people. The reason, I believe, is because of his eyes, those cold, unfeeling eyes that completely overshadowed his other features. At any rate, I have endeavored to get the information into Wesker's hands without letting on that it was Master Spencer's desire that he have that information. I know of a certain unscrupulous individual who could put the information on the streets for the right price. He's the kind that does not care who he talks to. What made the individual I found of such importance is that he is in the employ of a female spy who has regular dealings with Wesker. I paid this man, I forget if his name was Roberto or Ricardo, more than he deserved, and gave him the bare minimum of information necessary to fulfill Master Spencer's wishes. I dutifully carried out Master Spencer's directions to the letter. It was at this point that the situation took an even more cryptic turn. The master, he let me go, but I do not know why. I asked him for a reason, the only time I have ever questioned him, but he responded with only silence. I do not know what to do now. I am filled with a sense of loss. Everything I have ever known is gone. I dedicated my entire life to serving the Spencer household, and now that book has been forcibly closed for no apparent reason. The only ones who remain will be those untrustworthy security guards and the people imprisoned below the premises. I truly doubt the guard's ability to attend to all of Master Spencer's needs. Could it be that he plans on dying? No, he is not that type of man. He would not want to leave all his affairs in such an unfinished state. Master Spencer must have some grand machinations at work that are beyond my ability to comprehend. At any rate, I can only obey his wishes and take my leave. I will be loyal until the end, even if it breaks my heart to do so. There's another file here. It looks to be a list of test subjects. Test subjects. Number 1, Hans. Number 2, Felicia. Number 3, Marco. Number 4, Jonah. Number 5, Irma. Number 6, Ken. Number 7, Laura. Number 8, William. Number 9, Hero. Number 10, Derek. Number 11, Miles. Number 12, Alex. And number 13, Albert. The number of candidates has been limited to the 13 individuals listed above. Alright, so that will make sense in a little bit.
Shit, it's a trap. We gotta shut it off.
Nah, I think I'm gonna let you die in there, Chris. Of course I'm gonna shut it off. Alright, so we need to go back this way. The controls are in that room, but to reach it we have to get to this door over here. But Chris has to shoot the lock off the door. Alright, now we can stop that thing from killing Chris.
Thanks. Let's hope all the rooms aren't rigged like this.
What I don't get is he could easily stick his fucking arm through that bar and move that lever himself. He didn't even fucking need me to be there. But anyway, now we need to go regroup with Chris and go in that little room. But now the enemies are going to come out some more. So we're going to ignore them once again. Well, they're going to come out once I open the safe. Square crank. Because you can't have a Resident Evil game without a fucking crank. So now we gotta go behind the stairs in the main hall. Also, just take a look at that scenery. It's pretty cool. So that file about, you know, those 13 candidates, those were all candidates for a program that Spencer was going to do called the Project W, also known as Project Wesker. Now, I think there's another file that you can read in this DLC that'll tell you more about it. So I'll be on the lookout for that file, but if I can't find it, I'll just explain it to you guys. So now Chris is going to lift that thing up so we can go through. Alright, now we are out of here. We're going to go to the underground catacomb area now. I think my voice has sort of kind of normalized a little bit, so it's not as deep as it was. Alright, let's keep going.
What is that smell?
Oh no. I hope we don't run into whatever's making it.
And when have we ever been that lucky?
Alright, so yeah, we've got to investigate this little fucking prison area. I wonder how many innocent people lost their lives in these horrible experiments. Now, Chris and Jill will have different dialogue. Did you guys hear that freaky music? So yeah, we're going to be encountering another one of those Guardians of Insanity. I think I will kill these guys, though, just to get them out of the fucking way. But there's one right there. You want to try and shoot them on that eyeball on the back. That's his weak spot. Because if you shoot him anywhere else on the back, it will just spray acid everywhere. It's kind of like the G virus almost. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Because you got all these nasty tumors with a fucking eyeball on it. But it's not the G virus. I actually, to be completely honest, guys, I really don't know what the lore is for these creatures. I never really looked into it yet. So I probably will check that out in a little bit. Come on. Let him go. Heck, for all I know, they could be infected by the G virus. I really don't know. But that's just kind of what it looks like to me. I don't know why I never looked into these guys, actually. Or maybe they're just infected with the progenitor virus or something like that. But they're essentially just a palette swap for the executioners. Look at that eyeball on its back, though. But I just wanted to kill that guy. You don't actually have to kill like any of them, though. That guy's gonna jump up and grab us, so I'm gonna shoot him. So now we'll keep going. There we go. That guy's going to break the wall down and we can keep going. Alright, now Chris is going to have to give us a lift up here. Hurry up! Hurry up! More ammo. Now we can jump over here. Oh, also, if these guys grab you, you cannot break out of their grab. You have to have your partner help you or you will die instantly. Which is kind of fucking horse shit in my opinion. And I'm out of ammo. Come on, Chris. We gotta move. Shit. It's not doing anything because I can't hit their weak spot because it's on their fucking back. There we go. He's dead. Shit, I didn't mean to hit that fucking button. Oh, man. Come on, Chris. There we go. Good God. Chris, Roger. Funny because he's voiced by Roger Craig Smith. Roger. Why the fuck do people say Roger anyway? I never really thought about that. Why not just say okay? But no, it's gotta be Roger. Roger that. That is never... You know what? What the fuck? Why do people say that? I've never fucking thought about that until just now. Copy that. Roger that. Yeah, fuck off. Imagine if your name was Roger. Oh, shoot. I almost jumped over there and didn't help Chris. He would have gotten killed. Get out of the way, Chris. Oh, come on. Die, you fucking ugly motherfucker. Jesus Christ, pal. Can you fucking die? There we go. It doesn't matter how much ammo you waste on these guys, also. Hurry up! And there's another one over there. I'd just about believe those guys are infected with the G virus, to be honest. Because, I mean, they just have some of the characteristics of being infected by G. But I don't think they are. I believe I did look into the war on these guys at one point, but I don't remember it. What the fuck, you asshole? Why'd you come this way? Fuck him, we're gonna go around him. We gotta insert both of those slates right here. And now we can get the fuck out of here. We're almost done. Alright, so that board, those boards have broken and we've fallen down to this area.
Jill, are you okay?
I'm fine, but I lost most of my gear.
Same here. Alright, try to find a way out of there, and I'll find a way to meet up with you.
Copy that. Watch your back.
Why didn't she say it? Roger that. Alright, so this area is pretty short, but it's pretty... this area can be lengthier if you play on the harder difficulties. But basically we need to find a way to meet up with Chris. There's also one of those guys. Do not get fucking grabbed by him. Actually, we do need 3 different slates, so this is going to take me a little bit. But if you play on amateur difficulty, you only need to collect 1 of those slates. So the way you get those slates is by killing these Guardians of Insanity, and you do that by setting traps for them using these. But you need to find the cranks for them, which is a real pain in the ass. But this should be the red crank. Yep, we got that one. I don't know what Resident Evil's fucking obsession is with fucking cranks. They are in every fucking game. I'm not kidding. There is literally a crank in every Resident Evil game. Also, what the hell even is a crank? I've never heard that word in my life be used to describe some kind of tool. What is it? Let's see. Alright, Chris, ready that. So we have to let Chris ready those traps. It's going to lift up these areas with spikes on the bottom. And then we will lure those guys in there. Okay, come on, you bastard. Keep following me. Yep. Come on, you stupid son of a bitch. You're almost there. Alright. Drop it, Chris. Kill that son of a bitch. Alright, he's dead. The Sun Eater Serpent something. I don't fucking know what the hell that said. Sun Eater Serpent Shard. Okay. So now we gotta find the rest of the cranks. So let's go ahead and look for those. They're basically all gonna be in these treasure chests. But they're all located in different areas of the map, obviously. And I'll be honest, guys, I don't really remember where they are. I just know that they're located around this area. I've played this DLC mission quite a few times, though. And yeah, there's a few zombies in this area that'll jump up and grab you. Even though they're not really zombies, they're more just like discarded test subjects. I know for sure there's a crank over here. Blue. I might actually just go around and collect all the cranks first, and then we'll worry about taking out the next guardians. Here's the green area. There should be a crank up here too, I believe. Right over here. Yep. There's the green crank. Now let's find the purple crank. That one, I believe, is over here. No, I know you gotta put the purple crank in right there, though. But I can't actually remember where you pick it up at. Huh. It seems like the purple crank is the hardest one to locate from memory. Maybe it's over here. Oh, shit. Where's Chris? Where's Chris? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think it's over here, maybe. Shit! Get the fuck off me! You asshole. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I've got all the cranks. Now let's fucking kill these guys. Chris, I hope you're behind me somewhere, you motherfucker. You can also see on the little radar there that it's got the different cranks located by these little square areas. I wonder if I can get multiple of them in one trap. I'm not going to try to do that though, because I feel like that'll be a real pain in the ass and ultimately not be worth it. Hey, come over here, bozo. Dude, this guy's an idiot. You're a fucking moron, man. Sometimes you can get flash grenades in here. I'm trying to lure this guy, but he's fucking stuck. I can maybe get him from the other side. Come this way, you fucking idiot. There we go, genius. Come on, pal. Is he still following me? Yep. Alright, just a little further. Hope you're ready to drop that fucking trap, Chris. Do it. I think you can kill multiple of them under one trap. But now we have the next, you know, fucking shard or whatever that we need. Dual head serpent. Whatever. Now the other one is the green and then the purple. And that guy's right there. I'm gonna see if I can do that. And then go around them. Come on, Chris. Now the green one is also a bit fucked up because you have to go this long way around it to reach the area where you put the damn crank in. Fuck off, zombie. Go to hell. Or you can go the way Chris went and get here faster. Fucking douchebag. Alright, we got that crank where it needs to go, but now we're in trouble because this guy is going to corner us in here. That fucking dickhead. Okay. We gotta do something and get this guy's attention. Ah! Thanks, Chris. Please tell me that's a flash grenade. Of course it isn't. It's a fucking first aid spray. Which that'll probably come in handy again anyway. So let's try and distract this guy. Come on, asshole. Come get us, you fucking prick. I'm gonna lure him out into this area. Come on, you fucking douchebag. There he is. I forgot to mention that each character has a taunt button for some reason. If you push L3 and R3, if you're playing on PlayStation, your character will do a taunt. Jill's, you just saw it there, she whistles at the enemy. Oh my god, you fucker, get off me! I got lucky that that dumb fuck didn't try to hit me there. Now I'm all fucking confused. Damn it, now Chris... Oh, you fucking idiot. Chris stopped with the trap, so now I've got to go back there and do that again. Because that stupid fucking zombie had to fucking grab me. God, that pisses me off, man. Where's Chris going, for God's sake? I don't know where that dumb fuck's going. But see what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what character you're playing as, the AI is going to be fucking dumb regardless. So it's not just a problem with Sheva. Ah, fuck, I'm dead. There's no way Chris is gonna get me. God damn it. So that's what happens if those guys grab you. That wouldn't have been a problem if Chris didn't fucking wander off like a dumbass. I don't know why he fucking went over there. But anyway, wait, what the fuck? Why do we... Okay, so there's only one left, but I have 2 cranks. What the hell? That's, fucking weird. God damn it, get off me. I'm killing that guy. Fuck you, man. Okay, we actually have a pretty good chance of getting this guy now. If Chris would fucking stay here.
I'm ready here. Draw him in. Just be careful.
Okay. So I need to lure this guy back that way. So I'm gonna try and bait him, but he's not going to take the fucking bait. Fucking asshole. Whatever. I can also get him to go this way. It would have just been quicker to get him to go the other way, though. Oh, wait, that leads to Chris. We need to go over here. Yep, there that guy is. Alright. Ah, fuck, I forgot there's another zombie in this area, so if it grabs me, Chris is going to want to let go of the crank. So I'm going to go around this and hope it doesn't jump up. Yep. Just a little closer, you son of a bitch. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Get the fuck in here. Alright, there he is. Alright, Chris, kill it. See, well, that's the last fucking shard right there, so why do I have an extra crank? That is really, fucking weird. Well, that's fucking bizarre. Never had that happen before. I don't know, it seems like whatever the hell is wrong with my copy of Resident Evil 5, it is just glitching the fuck out for some reason. But I also found out that apparently Steam released an update for Resident Evil 5 not too long ago that just does all the QTs for you, and I guess that was enabled in my options, so that's why that was happening in the main playthrough, I guess. Look at that dead son of a bitch. So I just remembered though that file I was talking about is one that's just in the game, like in the library, the extras section. So basically that list of candidates with the 13 names was a bunch of people for Project W. What Project W was is called Project Wesker. So the chief researcher behind the project, his last name was Wesker. And basically what they did... excuse me. What they did was they kidnapped a bunch of children from all over the world who came from families that had like really high intelligence, because Spencer was going to try and use them to usher in his new world of him becoming a god. So yeah, the Wesker children were going to sort of become his enforcers and take the next step in evolution, which is why he gave Wesker that special virus. Well, technically, Spencer made that virus, or I want to say William Birkin developed the virus, but I'm not sure. All I know for sure is that William Birkin is the one that gave the virus to Wesker. So Wesker, which William Birkin and Wesker were sort of colleagues and rivals, but I think Wesker and William, like, I think William is probably the only person that Wesker would maybe consider a friend, because they sort of graduated at the Umbrella training facility and shit together. So they were kind of colleagues, you know, they worked together quite a bit. And actually, you find out in Wesker's report that he was planning on getting William out of Raccoon City before Umbrella arrived, so that he could offer William another job as a researcher with that new organization that Wesker was working with. So he actually did have intentions of rescuing William, although it was most likely just to suit his own goals anyway. I doubt he wanted to do it because he cared about William. But anyway, that's beside the point. Essentially, William Birkin was given that virus by Spencer, or maybe William developed the virus. At any rate, it's known as the prototype virus, and that's the one that Wesker injected himself with, because every one of the Wesker children were given that virus by someone that they trusted, and they were supposed to use it on themselves, and that was going to, you know, give them supernatural abilities like what happened with Wesker, but Wesker's the only one, Albert Wesker is the only one that it worked on. So actually, Wesker isn't even his actual name. We don't know what his real last name is. We just know his name was Albert. And then all the children in the Wesker project were given the last name of Wesker just because the chief researcher's name was Wesker. So yeah, that's just a bit of backstory on that and all that stuff. But yeah, it's interesting to think that since William Birkin is the one that gave that fucking virus to Wesker, just think about, like, you know, it's technically because of William that Wesker is even still a fucking threat. So I just think it's really cool how much impact William Birkin actually has on the story that you don't really see, or you don't really think about a lot. I could go on, but I think William Birkin is a very underrated villain in Resident Evil. I think he's really cool, but anyway, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Alright, so now you have to fight Wesker. So I'm going to do it the same way that I did in the campaign and just wait for him to go into his vulnerable states and shoot him. He will also knock your partner 1,000 miles away as well. This fucking asshole. I fucking love Wesker though. He's a badass. He'll also do those where he'll come up and hit you like that. And I am going to show you guys what will happen if you don't dodge that, if Wesker does that move again. Here we go. He, like, hits you in the abdomen, and then you get, like, stunned. And if you don't dodge, he kills you. It's pretty cool. He'll, like, stab his arm through you. I really like that death animation, too, where Jill's blood is coming out of her mouth, and she just kind of falls to her knees, lifeless. I think that's cool. If that happens to Chris, he falls on his back. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. There's also another move that Wesker has in this DLC that's different from the main campaign. What a fucking douchebag, man. God damn, you gotta love Wesker. He's so extra for no reason. Also, he does not have the same, like, vulnerability frames. You can actually only shoot him one time, see, because he'll immediately dodge it. Whereas in the campaign, you can shoot him multiple times when he's stunned like that. But in the Lost in Nightmares DLC, he's only vulnerable for like one shot, and then he will dodge it instantly. Look at that, he knocked me 1,000 miles away. Which is pretty cool, because that's also kind of a reference to Resident Evil 4. Shit, I hit the wrong button. When you're playing as him. How he can do that thrust punch move and knock the enemies away. It's sort of like that. But if he misses you with that Rhino charge ability, you can go up and kick him in the head like that. Ah, you bastard. Recover, recover. Okay, he's got his gun. Come on, Wesker, what are you gonna do next? There we go. Fuck you, Wesker. Okay, we defeated him though, so he's not gonna do that other move I was talking about.
Are you trying to make me angry?
You're a bitch, Wesker.
Let's finish this.
And there we go, guys. That is Lost in Nightmares. Also, listen carefully to this music. It's the save room music from Resident Evil 1, but it's like sort of remixed. This is actually one of my favorite versions of the save room theme, by the way. But yeah, I just fucking love that DLC. I think it's really, really good. And like I said, that part just shows, like, you know, how much Chris and Jill, like, you know, care for each other's well-being. Because, like, she literally just jumped off that fucking cliff without even thinking about it to save Chris. Fucking badass. I love that DLC. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one when I play it Desperate Escape.